Unwinding, such as scrolling, gaming, binge watching, to rest is utter bullshit. And today I will show you why unwinding is a lie, why it harms your real rest, and what real rest actually looks like. If you watch some series, play video games, or scroll after a long day of work to rest, to unwind, you just lie to yourself. You cope that this is rest. But the truth is, this isn't real rest. You just lie to yourself. And I get it. I know why you do those things. Most of the time it's because the day was hard, it was uncomfortable. Maybe you hate work. So you need to distract yourself, and you distract yourself with gaming, you distract yourself with scrolling, or you distract yourself with binge watching. Why? Because those things are more exciting. Those things are more enjoyable than your work, than your real life. That's why you do those things. But you don't actually rest, you don't actually unwind. That's just a lie. If you would say, oh, I play those things to forget about the day, then that's a different story. But if you say and cope yourself that you do those things to unwind, to relax, then that's just utter bullshit. Because what you actually do is, first of all, you fuck up your reward system. Because you fuck up your dopamine. The things you do with video games, scrolling and series, they are hyper stimulating and they release a ton of dopamine. And because of that, normal things feel boring because they don't reach your dopamine level that's fucked because of those things. So the things that actually would be more relaxing and would be actual unwinding, they don't feel enjoyable because you fuck them up with your cope unwinding, with scrolling, gaming and binge watching. The second thing is, it fucks up your focus and attention, especially with scrolling. Scrolling is just bad for you overall. And if you say that it's unwinding or relaxing, then you just lie to your face, you'll just lie to yourself. Because it's probably the farthest away from real rest. It's probably the farthest away from real unwinding because it's so engaging, it's so hyper stimulating. So don't lie to yourself. It just fucks up your focus and attention. And worst of all, you fuck up your real rest. You fuck up your sleep. Because when you play video games in the evening, do you always go to sleep when your bedtime is? Probably no. If you're like me, and when I was still doing those things, when I was playing video games with my friends, I most of the time would stay up late. Why? Because the playing video game was so engaging and it was so fun to hang out with friends via Discord and play some video games. And then we say, oh, just one more round, just one more round. And then I missed my bedtime. And because of that, I fucked up my sleep and I slept too little. So I actually sacrificed my real rest with unwinding and with this cope rest. The same applies with scrolling. You don't go to bed probably when you should go to bed because scrolling is so engaging and because scrolling is so hyper stimulating. So you want to watch the next video, the next video and the next video, and then guess what? 2 hours passed and you notice that you should have gone to bed 2 hours earlier. And then with that also your rest is fucked and your sleep is fucked and you sleep too little. And because of that, you actually sacrifice your real rest. And the same also applies with watching series. If you're like me and you watch some engaging series, then you can't just stop after one episode when they end with a cliffhanger. So you want to watch the next episode and the next episode and the next episode. And then guess what? 4 hours passed and you missed your bedtime. And then you wake up sleep deprived. So you actually sacrifice your real rest. You sacrifice your sleep with staying up too late, with doing those unwinding habits. So don't lie to yourself with saying that your unwinding is rest, or this unwinding helps you, because it fucks up your sleep. It fucks up your only thing that is real rest. Stop unwinding. Stop with this fake resting. In the evenings, don't play video games, don't scroll, don't binge watch, because you sacrifice your real rest. You sacrifice your sleep. And with bad sleep, you are literally worst at everything in life. You can look it up yourself. You can look up several studies that show with bad sleep, your life gets worse. So I don't need to tell you that. So stop sacrificing your sleep with unwinding, with relaxing in the evening. If you want to have help with stopping gaming, binge watching and scrolling completely, then you can click the first link in the description. There I can help you. Real rest. So when unwinding and gaming video games and scrolling isn't real rest, what is? Simple, real rest is sleep and naps. So, if you want to have real rest, because resting is important. I'm not saying that rest isn't important, no. Rest is imperative for a good life, and I'm all for it, for relaxing and resting. But real rest and real relaxing is sleeping or napping. That's it. Gaming, scrolling, binge watching, those aren't real rest. We established that already. If you want to really unwind, if you really want to relax, then just sleep or take a nap. Now you may have some excuse to say, oh, but when I go home, I can't fall asleep then and there. I don't want to fall asleep then and there because it's too early. First of all, that's just a lie, because if you would stop unwinding with gaming, scrolling and binge watching, you will notice that you can fall asleep earlier, and with that you have more rest. But instead of doing those things that are hyper engaging, just read. And guess what? Reading is also somewhat stimulating. You learn something with reading, and then guess what? Reading makes you also tired, so it is beneficial for your sleep. So what you can do instead of unwinding with scrolling, gaming, binge watching, so you can actually rest, is first of all read in the evening and then go to sleep earlier, because then guess what? You will feel better because you actually rest. To summarize and to recap, you will lie to yourself with saying that you need to unwind and you need to rest with playing video games, with scrolling and with watching series. You just harm your real rest, you harm your sleep. So if you want to have real rest, if you want to really relax, then sleep more and nap more. Or instead of playing video games or watching series or scrolling before going to sleep, just read a book. This is still stimulating, and guess what? It also makes you tired, so you actually rest, so your real rest also improves. If you want help to stop playing video games, to stop scrolling and to stop binge watching, and then finally use that new free time to put into work that helps you to achieve your goals, then I can help you. I created my compendious 5 pillars of quitting that helps people to use their newly gained time to put into work, to put into their goals, so they can actually achieve the goals. So if you're also interested in achieving your goals with using up your new free time and stopping your bad habits, then click the first link in the description. On that note, I wish you a wonderful day, take care, and then get after it.